The Muslim Brotherhood have called for a day of rage. They've said that protesters are going to depart from mosques after midday prayers, and they're then going to gather in Ramses Square, which is a square downtown where we've previously seen quite intense clashes between Morsi supporters and the police. So it seems very likely that we might see that again today. The massacre that happened on Wednesday was so extensive, and of course the death toll is still rising. And certainly talking to families and Muslim Brotherhood supporters yesterday, rather than being they were entirely defiant, and they were saying that they were going to keep marching and keep escalating until they got their president back. We are certainly seeing a very corrosive, very dangerous slide towards what is an incredibly deep level of polarization, and one which requires a political solution which Egypt cannot provide at the moment. The situation is deeply polarized, and you have people who support the Muslim Brotherhood or other Islamist parties who are deeply aggrieved and now want to escalate the situation. But then you have a huge swathe of the population, and probably the majority, who cannot stand the Muslim Brotherhood for a number of reasons, and they don't even believe that they believe they're terrorists, and often they don't even believe that these killings have happened. So they are looking at the situation through a very different perspective, where they're saying these people are terrorists, these people have weapons, and if we don't crack down on them, they're going to come and get us. I was outside the encampment when it was being surrounded, and then when the killings were taking place inside. And the image that you had was you had smoke billowing out of the encampment, gunfire ringing out for hours and hours and hours. The military had cordoned off the area, and local residents had come down and were handing flowers to the military and chanting, "The army and the people are one hand." And that, I thought, was just a very good encapsulation of the feeling, certainly among a lot of the local residents around where the encampment was cleared.